Hi guys, this is your teacher Ale. Today we're going to start a new topic called conjunctions. So let's start with our definitions that are going to help us. First, we need to know what is a conjunction. Conjunctions are words that join clauses, phrases, and words together for constructing sentences. There are many different words that are conjunctions, but today we're only going to learn two types, okay? So, ready. Now, before we pass to the definitions of or the two types of conjunctions, I want you to understand very clear this definition. So let's remember, conjunctions joins words like putting two words together and in the middle you put the conjunction. Join phrases, joins clauses, and there are three different types: coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. Today we're only going to learn two types of conjunctions. The two types of conjunctions that we are going to learn today are coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Now, this topic is going to help you with the next one that are type of sentences. So first, I recommend you to understand first the conjunctions and then to understand the two types of sentences. Now, the coordinating conjunctions also are called fanboys. Fanboys are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. And each of the fanboy needs a comma in front of it. It's not completely necessary in all, like in and, sometimes is not necessary, but for the others are or it's more common to use it. Like in some questions, you don't need it. I'm going to help you to understand this one by using some examples. The first one is for. Let's read our example. Fans love to watch Jane for she played piano beautifully. And he is a graceful footballer and people enjoy watching his. As you can see in this case, and needs a comma. But there's other examples in which you don't need the comma, I have a book, a notebook, and two pens. And in this case, in the second example that I'm giving to you, is not, or you don't have to put the comma. The next one is nor. He hasn't taken piano lessons, nor doesn't he need to. Nor we use it to indicate a negative statement. Another example could be, I don't like hamburgers, not, nor hot dogs, nor substitute the not. We have but, and this one, I am very hungry, but the fridge is empty. But is very common to use it because it's an exception. You're making an excuse. Or, or she buys newspaper or books from this shop. In this one, you can see there is no comma. That's why I said it's not completely necessary to put it. Now, another example using this one, it's very common for choosing two options like, would you prefer blue or red? You have two options and you decide which one is a better. Now we have yet. Yet can be a little bit confusing, but then I will explain you. I'm going to read first the example. Have Diane and Paul arrived yet? In this one, yet is using like an adverb, but yet it's also or it's similar to using but. I love the Beatles, yet my favorite is Queen. Or I like Star Wars, yet I do not like the last movie. You're making an exception, or it's a contrast from the first part of the sentence. Now, so in this one, I was so hungry, so I ate 10 tacos. In this case, you are giving me an explanation. You are giving me a reason to do it. Now, fanboys are the most common conjunctions to use it in a sentence. And we use it we use it when we want to make a bigger sentence and we want to use two clauses. Okay, now let's part to the next one. We have some example using I like tea, but I love coffee. In this one, as you can see in the example, we have the comma, we have the coordinating conjunction or fanboy in the middle, and then the other clause. In this one, as you can see, there are two independent clauses. Independent clause means that it's a complete idea. If I only have the first sentence, I like tea, it's complete. The idea is complete. And if I take that part and I will say, I love coffee, that would be another complete idea. So we use fanboys for joining two complete ideas, two independent clauses. Now let's see to the next one. Do you remember we mentioned that we are going to learn two? First, coordinating conjunctions or fanboys, and now let's go to the next one, that is subordinating conjunctions. Now, as you can see in the image, there are many different subordinating conjunctions, as long as, if, rather than, because, while, whatever, as soon as, since, thought, also, in case, while, once, and there are a lot. But today we're going to learn just the most common ones, okay? So before we go for any further, we need to know or making a review about what is an independent clause and a dependent clause. An independent clause is a complete idea. I'm going to read the example. Katie tasted her cappuccino. It's a complete sentence. You don't need more information. It's a complete idea. Now, let's go to dependent clause. While Katie tasted on her cappuccino, oh my God, it doesn't have any sense. You need more information. It's an incomplete idea. The sentence is incomplete. So in this case, we need another part of the sentence to be complete. We need more information. Therefore, it's not a complete sentence. Independent is a complete sentence. Dependent is an incomplete sentence. Now, using subordinating conjunctions, or when we use subordinating, is because we have two different clauses, one dependent and one independent, and it's usually separated by a comma. In this one says, when he was young, that is a dependent clause, doesn't have any sense. And we have the next part that is the independent clause. He was very naughty. We have, if we only have the last part of a sentence, the idea is complete. But because we need more information in the first part, we need to complete it using a subordinating conjunction. Now let's identify more examples. Like I have told you, there are many different subordinating conjunctions, but these are the most important ones, and usually they call them awubis. Awubis are as, although, after, while, when, until, because, before, if, and since. There are some examples so you can understand to use in a sentence. Because my coffee was too cold, I hid it in the microwave. The part that it's underlined, it's the independent clause. Although he was wealthy, that it's the dependent clause, doesn't have any sense. We need another information. He was still unhappy. She returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. After is the subordinating conjunction. When she was younger, that is the dependent clause, doesn't have any sense. We need more information. Now let's part to the second, that it's the independent clause. She believed in fairy tales. If you see the last examples, or the last example, sorry, that's one of the most common uses of subordinating conjunction. When when I was 2 years old, I used to sleep a lot. That is another example. We use when too much. The subordinating conjunction, or I will be when, it's very common to use it. Now, let's make a fast review about this one. Remember, reviews can help you with the last or with the next sentences for the next exercises when you have finished your video. Now, the review are conjunctions are words that are used to join clauses, phrases, and words for constructing a sentence. It can be sometimes it can be a subordinating or coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are fanboys, and subordinating conjunctions are awoobies. Hope you like it and see you next time. Bye bye.